always getting super jealous or always insecure about different things. Those are definitely red flags, for me as well, that maybe they don't have the maturity to really be in a long-term relationship.
So Filipinas are jealous women?
Wayne might choke me if I say that. Not all. Are you a jealous person?
It depends.
All right.
Yeah, it depends.
Safe answer.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about your dating experience here.
All right.
Are
This
you
is what
ready
everybody
for
wants
that?
to know. My dating life. Yeah.
Yeah, dating life. So
Don't turn off already. Yeah.
I'm gonna squeeze you
All
in a
right.
way, like, okay. What are the things you love about Filipino women? Yeah.
Everything.
I know it's gonna take.
So
forever.
everything is not everything's probably not a helpful answer. I think for me, and a lot of guys talk about this, it's kind of like going back to an earlier time in Western culture where guys were kind of guys, women were women, and it just feels like a lot of the toxicity in Western culture isn't there. So, that's not really saying what I like about Filipinas, but I think part of it is I like the absence of all of the toxicity and the, I don't know, kind of drama that could be in Western type of relationships. So Filipinos to me are just really sweet and caring. Doesn't mean that all of them are. So, maybe we could talk about that as well, is trying to figure out how to kind of...
Different type of Filipina.
Absolutely. All right, maybe that's another episode. But for me, I just really love how sweet and genuine and kind and caring Filipinos are. Like, they're really going to let you know that they care, that they're thinking of you, very affectionate, very communicative about how they feel. And, they tend to really show that with their actions.
Yeah, so, okay. What type of Filipinas you encountered already?
All of the above.
All of the above. Okay, let's talk about the first one.
Sure. Well, I think most of them that I've met are just like they're really affectionate and they really are going to kind of show interest and let you know how they feel. So it's almost complicated to try to think of like different types of Filipinas over here.
I like complicated things.
You like complicated things? So I would say, I've met Filipinas over here that just seems like they have mixed motivations. And a lot of guys will say they feel that relationships here are transactional. I don't feel that all of them are like that. I mean, in a sense, I think in any relationship, people are getting different things out of it. So I think that sometimes I've encountered people that are just seeking to get something monetary out of it, or, something where it's just not really genuine. Overwhelmingly, the women that I've met over here are really sincere and want a real relationship, and they're just great women, great people. And so overwhelmingly, I've had a really positive experience over here as well. I've definitely met, and we've talked about this as friends, some Filipinas here where it's trying to figure out their motivations. Sometimes with Filipinas, things develop quick, there's just a connection, and that develops quickly. Other times, there's Filipinas that are, I would say, maybe a little bit more conservative, really want to take their time getting to know somebody. And that's almost the more complicated, is to know, like, are they interested in you or not? Are they taking time to get to know you, or are they just being polite, rejecting you?
Yeah, in your own experience, what are the things that you kind of like know that she is kind of interested to you? What are the signs? What they've done that kind of like makes you feel, oh, okay, yeah, she found me sexy, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, probably not my main problem is women finding me sexy.
It's always like that when you're in love with someone, right?
Sure.
Yeah, everything is sexy.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I like your vote of confidence. So for me, I think what I find is, if a Filipino is just really sending messages and just asking how I'm doing, ask if I've eaten, ask me what I'm doing in my day. Yeah. So really communicative. I find if Filipinos are interested, they're really going to show that by just showing interest in you throughout the day. They're going to really want to make time to spend with you, different things like that. Maybe they'll want to cook for you, or, just very affectionate physically, different things like that as well. So I think that for most Filipinos, not all, but most they just really show that with action. It's not just words, but really action.
Actions speak louder than words.
That's right. Yeah. For Filipinas, if it's only words without the actions, that's always a big red flag.
Yeah, I mean, words are easy
Yeah.
to say, and action is like, it has to be genuine from inside to make it easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the red flags that you guys have to be watch out without?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I think if there's just kind of a lot of words, even flattering words, but there's no action to kind of back it up. Like anybody could tell you flattering words, or
Like what? You're handsome.
You're so skinny. You have such a nice haircut. When women tell me those things, right?
That's very obvious.
All right, it's a little obvious, so.
You're so skinny.
Wasn't that funny, Mike? Just kidding. Nobody tells me I'm so skinny.
Or else it's gonna be so obvious,
Yes,
right?
yes. No, I'm just joking. But when it's just kind of obvious, it's not sincere. And sometimes that's harder to take than others. I think I lost Wang. There. So I think when it's just obvious, there's no sincerity, and it's just kind of empty words.
Yeah. How you know that it's a red flags? Like, as a Westerners that been here in the Philippines, you are not just new in here, so you have enough experience already, like, in dating. So what are the most common red flags you've seen that, from the women here, how they treat you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, if people start asking for money quickly, that's just a really big red flag. Like
ask you straight away? Like
absolutely, yeah. So, but mostly it's like, how are you today? Not good. And by the time they already say not good, I already know how this story's going to end. Either they're about to be evicted, like in the next 5 minutes, or their grandmother is, like about to die and they need help with hospital. There's always some like 911 emergency. Yeah. It's not to say that people don't have problems.
Yes.
But sometimes it's just really obvious. There's always a problem. So biggest red flag to me is just when people are always having drama and there's always a reason that they need money or something like that. Those are huge red flags.
Another red flags.
Definitely, I think if someone is just, I think other red flags is just, really seeing if somebody's moving quick, but without getting to know you. Maybe they're just trying to manipulate the situation a little bit for whatever, it is that they're seeking to get. Definitely a problem for me as well.
When it's too quick, like you just met today and then later on, John, let's get married, something like that.
Yeah, yes. Happens all the time, yes. But I mean, really, sometimes things move really quick here because there's just an attraction and a lot of chemistry. But sometimes it's just, they really don't know you and they really want to go quick and they really might say, I love you super quick or everything super quick. And so those type of things I think are a red flag too, where they're going quicker than they possibly could get to know you. Yeah, that's a red flag for me as well.
Okay, what else?
It's like a million. Why am I going blank right now? All right, more red flags. Yeah, so for me, those are, a couple of the really big red flags.
That's very obvious. Like, so guys, don't ignore it. Okay, so what are the green flags that, kind of, because sometimes the Filipina gave you a mixed signal, right?
Yeah.
So how to figure it out if really like that's a green flags,
Yeah, I mean, for me, everything just takes time. So
I agree.
There might be the green flags, but you then have to really keep watching, observing over time to make sure that the flag stays green and doesn't turn like orange or yellow or yeah, exactly. Because that's definitely my experience sometimes here is somebody seems like a walking green flag until a month goes by or 3 months go by, and then you just really see maybe they're always arguing about petty things or they're always jealous. Okay, these are other red flags that I'm remembering now. Like definitely, like if they're just so quick to argue or always getting super jealous or always insecure about different things. Those are definitely red flags, for me as well, that maybe they don't have the maturity to really be in a long-term relationship.
So Filipinas are jealous women?
Wayne might choke me if I say that. Not all. Are you a jealous person?
It depends.
All right.
Yeah, it depends.
Safe answer.
Yeah.
So, other green flags for me, though, definitely is like someone that could like communicate well, especially if, she's unhappy with something, they could actually talk it out. Someone that is not too easy to get, So, I mean, of course, I think sometimes things just go quick because of the chemistry and all the rest. But I think for me, the longer I've been here, that the really high quality Filipinas for me, they are going to be a little bit more slow to just get to know you immediately.
Yeah.
And they're really going to want to take more time to get to know you.
Yes, I don't like an easy guy as well. Easy to
All
get
right,
guy.
I'm going to play hard to get. Yeah, I'll play hard to get.
Yeah. What are the advice you can, kind of like a tips, like, guys should be doing in here? Because I got a lot of question here in my channel. Wayne, I want a wife, I want a girlfriend.
So I would say give up on the thought of just hopping off the plane and knowing that somebody's right. Even if you've talked with somebody for a year, long distance relationship, it's just different, not just in the Philippines, but any country, meeting somebody face to face, just being in their physical presence and really seeing what that chemistry is like in real life.
Yeah.
There's just no substitute for that. And really giving it time, I think, is so important.
Yes. And I told you guys, take your time.
Yeah, that's really, I know people feel like they're going to be the one exception to the rule, where they don't have to take the time, everybody else does, but really it's better safe than sorry. And I've learned the hard way over here as well. Wah, wah. Yeah.
So, I've always asked this as well. Many comments is like, Wayne, do I support my Filipina financially?
Sure.
So when you gonna say I will support you, like financially?
Yeah, for me, I think for me, if I really love and care for somebody and I see that they're struggling, I'm going to help them. So I think it just comes down to how much they do. I know a lot of guys are going to say, never, never, never give money to somebody that you don't know.
Yeah.
And yes, that is great advice, but I don't know. If you're in a long distance relationship, and you really see that person struggling and you don't do anything, why are you in a long distance relationship with that person? For me, I personally would still help. I would just be really cautious.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm the kind of person that would just hop on a plane as soon as I could and come over here to meet the person. So, I think people have to just look themselves in the mirror and say, if I've been in an LDR for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and I've never gotten to know the person in person, why is that? So I think get to know the person in person, and with the money, I think that even if you're here, you just got to really think about what it is that you're doing. Sometimes guys will complain that when I first met a Filipina, she didn't ask me for anything, and now she asked for a lot.
Yeah.
But the guy gave her a lot, and so of course she's going to start to expect that's normal because he created that expectation.
Yeah.
So I think it's just having some wisdom in how much to give as well.
Set the boundaries, I think.
Absolutely.
Before jumping into a relationship with a Filipina, talk about financial thing. Because
sure.
since that's the biggest issue most of the time, like, she just want money and he just wants sex, blah, 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 like that.
Yeah. And sometimes that is what it is, and both are happy with that.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that's the other thing as well, is setting the expectation of what both people want.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Filipino really does just want money, and the guy really does.
Yeah.
For me, if that's all they want, more power to them.
You're happy about it, yes.
Yeah,
as long as you are being honest, both of you are honest and know what you want.
Yes, I think the problems are when one or both people haven't been honest about what they want. So just be real about what you want.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a great advice. Thank you so much, John, for
My
this.
pleasure.
Like, I'm taking all his time today. I've been here whole day. He's a busy person. So anything you're gonna say to my viewers? Oh no, I'm gonna put your link here in the description. He got a YouTube channel. Talk about your channel a little bit.
Sure. So just briefly, my first channel is called American Entrepreneur in the Philippines. And that's just kind of, looks at my life here running businesses in the Philippines. And then my second channel, California Expat, is really all the other stuff that I really want to talk about that is, part of my life over here in the Philippines.
So what are the difference? The other channel is about business and the other one is...
Yeah, it's more
whatever.
about life and dating and travel and all that other fun
yes,
stuff.
okay. Guys, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put his link in here down at down in the description. I'm getting curly tongue in here. So it's hard to sit down with John. I'm kidding.
Because I'm so skinny and I have such a great haircut, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, beautiful. I'll see you to my next video, and yes, I love you all. Thank you for the support, and bye for now. Bye. Thank you, John.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.